This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. Today I'm very lucky, joined by, once again, Wade Plemons. So Wade, we last caught up in August, and now it's December. How have you been, mate?
Good, man. I'm good. Busy as usual. The YouTube boxing scene is prime right now, Things are good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Last year of well, it's high school in the US. I guess it's college over here. So
There you
next year
go.
is either university or the world of work. But a lot's changed with you since we last caught up. Obviously, your background gets better each time. Your subscribers grow. What else have you been up to outside of all the YouTube stuff? Because I don't feel like many people know you outside of YouTube. What
Yeah.
what what do you do outside of it?
To be honest, man, I've been trying to get my main goal is get healthy. I've had a couple of like physical ailments that I'm trying to work through. I'll break it on your show here, Fred. I'm having an ankle surgery in a couple weeks and another one. So we're getting through that. But outside of YouTube, man, it's just there's not much. I work and work and work. You know what I mean? That's what I
How,
do, man.
how'd you hurt your ankle?
It's been a lingering injury. I played. I think we talked about this last time I was on. I played college football I played football for 16 years, right? Football in the U.S., American football. Um, and it was just, it's brutal on the body. I've had probably 7 surgeries because of it. And so, now is, I guess, will be number 8. So yeah, it's just like lingering tissue damage, and I got like a bone spur or something. I'm just gonna get it cleaned up. It sounds like I'm like opening and closing a door every time I walk, so it's pretty bad.
Okay, it must get a bit annoying after a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
16 years playing college, playing American football. It's a very long time. I'm only 17. So that's nearly my whole lifetime. Blimey, there's a very long time.
I started when I was 4 years old.
And how old?
Pad, the helmet, the whole thing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
wow. And do you ever get a concussion when you're playing that?
Oh gosh, yeah. I've had probably, I don't know, man. You try to go back, and it's hard with the concussions to remember a lot of things. But if you go back and you try to remember which one specifically, I probably had my first one at like 9 or 10, which is crazy. And then probably 4 or 5 more after that. It's not, football is starting to. It's an older sport, and we're just now starting to get the, how dangerous it is. They call it like the equivalent of a car crash going about 10 miles an hour, which is nuts, head on. So yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. I don't know if my kids will be playing at that young age, but
I mean, everyone in their life has searched up kind of American football best wipeouts or best
Oh
knockouts.
yeah, oh yeah. It's like I said, it's a car crash, man. Dudes are running. Some of those guys in the NFL, the professional league, you're talking about 20 to 22 miles an hour at top speed. Some of these like receivers and DBs, and they just collide like right into each other. And it's got to be dangerous, man, to obviously to the brain, but I'm sure it's entertaining.
Well, that's why people watch it at the end of the day, I guess.
Yeah.
It does provide some sort of entertainment value
Oh
there.
yeah.
But have you been doing? I remember last time you kind of mentioned about, all the way in August, you're saying, oh, you kind of want to get back into the boxing scene, the usual boxing
Yeah.
scene, actually competing in the ring. Have you been down
Yeah.
to the boxing gym training at all?
I would like to, man. I'll go for a couple of weeks, and then my ankle's like, nah, man, we're not doing it. And then it's like, okay. And I'll give it some rest, and then we'll go back and try to hit some pads and hit mitts, and even just work the bag, and just trying to work, cutting angles and different positions on the bag. If I'll give a little bit of another exclusive to Fred, I fight at Southpaw. And so my stance is a lot of pressure and my right ankle is my bad ankle, a lot of pressure, especially feinting and doing other things on that right foot if I'm turning out, whatever. And it's like, nah, we ain't doing it. So I'm finally fed up with it. It's a good time right here at the new year to get the surgery done. I'll be out about 6 weeks and then come back.
I know Conor McGregor was saying he wanted to do a wheelchair boxing match. I think he was meant to do one of those impressionists. What about you fight Conor McGregor in a wheelchair boxing fight?
I got to reach on Connor. I think that'd be interesting. I got to reach, but Connor would do some slick tactics. Connor, man, he's gonna find a way to maneuver it. He'll put like some booster rockets on his wheelchair, or like he'll find a way to like push my e-brake or something. He'll he'll find a way. But that'd be fun. I'd be down 100%. He's doing it with the guy that does the, like you said, the impressions. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy's hilarious.
It was meant to be this December, I think. So I saw a picture on Conor's Instagram where he was kind of training with his old boxing coach. I think it was Phil Sutcliffe, kind of wheelchair boxing. But nothing's happened about that. Maybe because of COVID, they couldn't get the
I
full
think
crowd.
that plus I think Connor's probably not, from what I've seen, Connor's still like kind of I think he's a little ginger on doing anything still right now. I don't think he's being cleared to do stuff. And again, if I know Conor, he would try to give like 110% and knock the guy out. Like he's not going to take it easy on the guy, even if he is just an impressionist. He'll try to knock him dead. So it's probably a good idea that it got canceled.
How long does it take for him, that injury he had? How long did it take that for him to fully heal and be
You
back on the
know,
octagon, thing? Because no one's actually given a straight answer about that. Like how long the time span will be.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I will say what it was something crazy like a month out when he had broken it. It was like a pretty significant, what was it, his tibia? Like it was a fibular tibia. It was a big bone, right? And it was like a month out, and he was at the VMAs, which is in America, it's the Video Music Awards. And this fool was throwing drinks at Machine Gun Kelly, but that wasn't the part that caught my eye. He threw it, and it's Conor's weight-bearing back leg, right? It's his left leg. He threw it, and then it was like he threw it so hard that his left leg came forward, and he landed on it and did a full single leg squat on it, and then stood up. And I was like, that dude's a month or so out from surgery. How is this like? How is that happening? So I don't know what they're giving him, but whatever they're giving him, I'm gonna need for my ankle surgery. That's all I know.
Well, Conor McGregor never
Up, bro.
ceases.
Rocket boosters. I need it all.
Well, Conor never ceases to amaze anyone, really. I mean,
I
and
know.
the stuff he does, he's very, very entertaining. But what about your boxing then, Wade? When are you getting in the ring? I've heard there's a few events coming up.
Yeah, man, I would like to. I mean, obviously with the ankle surgery, it's looking like a little longer than I would like, but if I can commentate, we can still, you know what I'm saying? I can still do that. So yeah, obviously Showstar is running a card on March 5th, is what it looks like. That I don't know who is behind Showstar right now. I'm not quite sure. But you know, your boy gave a reach out, and we'll see what happens if you know, we can work it out, or if they even get back to me. We'll see if I can get on there and commentate. It would be a blast, man. I'd love to come over to the UK, maybe see my boy Fred. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
You know, I live in London, you see, and it's in the
Yeah.
Wembley Arena. It's in. Yes,
Wembley,
that's not
right?
too
It's like
far.
it's like not the big part of Wembley, from what I understand. It's like a smaller part on the same grounds, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah, still got a big capacity. It's not too far. It won't be because normally, like sometimes I have to travel kind of far to these shows.
yeah.
It's a bit annoying. You get back at like 2:30 in the morning, but
Heck no.
hopefully I get a train there, train back. That wouldn't be too bad. But do you
Yeah.
think even if you're not competing, do you think I still come over to the UK? Watch.
If I wasn't competing, I mean, yeah. If I, like I said, if I was doing the commentary bit, yeah. But if I wasn't doing that now, I'll come over there at some point to do, like I said, to meet guys like you, to meet, you know, maybe you do like a meetup or something, and definitely. Jordy and I have talked about doing some content, and it's just tough with the time stuff, and he's super busy. So if I was out there, we could definitely do like one of those fight companions they do. I think that'd be fun.
Okay, I was about to ask that, True Georgie. He's
Yeah.
speaking to them.
Yeah, him and I have been talking for a while. He reached out. Gosh, it was close to a year ago now. Was the first time, and you know, we've been trying to plan stuff for you guys, and you know, keep it a bit of a secret, but we just haven't been able to work anything out yet with his schedule and mine. And we're both, I think he's got a full on media company at this point. Like they're doing the kickoff, they're doing the knockout, he's doing the podcasting, like he's all over the place. I'm just trying to run one channel. So we're both a little busy, but at some point, yeah, that's got to happen. I don't have any doubt that it will.
I always watch True George's videos, his fight breakdowns.
Man, dude,
He's always
he's
good.
the man.
Everyone the podcast.
He's the reason. I don't know if people know. He's the reason I started. One of the bigger reasons I started, you know, getting into YouTube. So he's a goat, man.
I listened to his John Kavanagh interview about 3 times, I think, which helped me when I had to interview John Kavanagh about like 2 hours notice, which is quite good. But he did help me with that in a way, if I guess by me watching it. And I noticed I went on your YouTube channel and I went in the community tab and I found out you have another channel called World of Wade. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And also you haven't uploaded that. You've got 1,000 subscribers on it.
I got one
4,000
video
views
on it, bro. I'm trying to think of what I want. I do want to expand, right? I do want to just, I don't want to just, you know, do fight content because I love it. But at the same time, you know, I have other interests. I'm a big, like I said, American football. I played it for 16 years. I played it at what you would call university. I played it, you know, all my life. So I have a wealth of knowledge there. I would love to get into, you know, other sports as well. I love basketball. I made a video about, you know, UK football or football around the world. And that was kind of a banger. But yeah, it's sitting there. I just got to be more active with it, I think.
I mean, you had what, 4,000 views on the channel. You already got 1,000. You nearly got more views. You nearly got more subscribers on that channel than on this channel. So everyone watching this, please do subscribe.
You know, it's people. I got a great community, man. I really do. We've built something really special on the Wade Concept channel, and they support pretty much everything I do. I love them to death, and it's because, again, I think it's just because everybody I see on my channel, I try to treat them as, you know, their own person. They're not fans. They're not people that subscribe and I look at as a number. They're genuine like conversations and debaters and people that have interest in the same things I do. And I just look at them as friends, man. That's kind of it.
Yeah, you do get credit to you because I get back to everyone, but you get back to everyone, and you've got way more subscribers than I have. You're on what 140,000. I'm only on what 1,800 or something.
Hey,
So
bro, don't
you're
even
doing
trip.
great.
I told you, Fred, I was on 300 for 3 years. So you're smoking my pace, man. So
But you on 300 for 3 years.
yeah, man. From 2017 to the latter part of 2020, we were on 300 subs.
And was it a certain video that took it off, or was it just a load of decent or
I
great
think it
videos?
was when I changed. I used to do like long live streams, like 8-hour live streams where I would do the UFC fight cards and I would commentate every single fight from early prelim to main event, like 2 p.m. Pacific to like 12 a.m. Like it would be ridiculous. And then I would do like a 2 show a week live stream podcast where I would just like talk and talk and talk. And I noticed Chael Sonnen was doing like he was doing his podcast because I would listen to it on, Spotify or whatever. But then I would see his clips on YouTube. He would clip out certain parts of his podcast. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. You don't have to, it's a shorter kind of deal. People don't have to sit there for an hour. So I started doing that, and I started doing it as a full sports podcast. I would talk about football, basketball, and then I would do boxing and MMA. And I think when I started doing boxing and MMA videos, I would see those two got the two kind of, more engagement. And then I was one of the first people to say that Jake was going to smoke Nate Robinson, like smoke him. And people were like, oh, of course people were disliking, like, oh, you're crazy. Nate's a massive athlete, yada, yada. I was like, okay, like watch, you'll see. And that was kind of what started the Jake Paul thing. And that's where we're at now with YouTube boxing.
Do you think it's best your channel if Jake Paul keeps winning the whole time?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. I think if Jake keeps winning, it's better for YouTube boxing in general. And he's not a YouTube boxer, but just the trickle out or trickle down effect of what he brings to everyone on the platform. You can't deny it, right? You can't deny that he is the reason that channels like mine do well, channels that cover the space, YouTube boxers like Gibb, like, Austin McBroom, that are now associated because they think this guy is a lesser Jake Paul. Not to say that they are, but that's just the thought process, right? I think if he loses, I don't think it affects my channel like it would have probably 3 or 4 months ago. But it just depends on when Jake decides he's going to quit doing this, that I'll have to be like, okay, like Jake's done. We'll go to maybe Wade boxing. You never know. So we'll see.
Do you ever thought of kind of bringing out wearing Wade boxing gloves or Wade mitts or headgear?
Yeah. That's a great question, man. We've been talking about merch because I know some people in the community have asked for it, and we were trying to think. We're still in development process, but we are making some stuff now and doing some tests. The number that I want to get to before we start actually dropping merchandise is 200,000 subscribers. That's the number.
You could do it now. You could have done it at like 50,000 subscribers and still sold a lot though.
Yeah, no, like I said, we have a great community. I know people are interested in it. I just think for us to really have the time to put like good effort into it, 200K is good because it'll be the first drop. We'll have, a limited number of things. We're not going to drop like a bunch of stuff. It'll be like some shirts, some stuff like that. But I'll just give you all the scoops. I think we're going to do hand wraps. So that'll be fun.
Okay, that's quite a good one because obviously you got the black hand wrap in the very end, the Velcro, but you can have your like Wade
exactly.
or something like that.
Exactly. And they're not as like costly as we looked into the boxing gloves, and it was like, good Lord, just for a pair. It's like,
And you want to have the boxing gloves good quality. You don't have them rubbish quality. You get bad wrists and then it hurts because you get injuries.
I don't want the Zumba freaking, anaerobic type of boxing glove. I want the real, like, I would love to get in with like a co-brand sponsor deal, but we'll see. Maybe down the road.
I'm sure you'll get that. I'm sure you'll get that soon. I mean, you need on 200,000. And I don't take too much of time. I got a few more points. I went to the Chris Eubank versus Leon Williams press conference, and I interviewed Vidal and interviewed Leon, who was also on your channel. I did speak. I was like, oh yeah, Leon, I saw you on Wade's channel. I was like, oh yeah, Wade's a really nice guy. And Leon right now is in Jamaica, so I'm gonna get him back on the channel when he's back over here for January or February. But you got any other interviews coming out soon on your channel?
We've been planning a couple. Can't say who just yet, but they are very familiar names in the scene, and hopefully when things are announced officially, then we can talk about it more. But yes, I would say right now we have 2 more lined up. Hopefully in the next month to 2 months, they should come out. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. And well, do you know what I think that would do really good for your channel actually? I think
Yeah.
it's TikTok. I used to think TikTok was kind of a cringy thing where you just dance.
No,
There's loads of cool stuff on there actually, like
yeah.
for boxing wise. I mean, have you ever
Yeah.
thought of having your own TikTok? Because you're on there. People have made videos on you, I
I
think.
know, I know. I got to get on there, man, because I have so many of these little clips that I could use. I'm just a boomer and am only focused on one thing. Because you'll look my Instagram, even like I don't post on it, and I need to, but I'm really active on my YouTube, really active on my Twitter. So yeah, I think just because of like you said, I used to think of TikTok as like, oh God, more dancing, more like whatever. But now I look at it and see the opportunity of it. I think I should steer my content or at least parts of my content over there for sure. It
I
can't
think
hurt, right?
I think someone made you an Instagram account that did. They have fan page.
Yeah, yeah. Well, shout out to whoever did that. We spoke with them, and I actually got the channel. There is a fan channel now, but they actually had the Wade Concept handle, and they gave it to me. So we have all the handles ready. The Wade Concept official Instagram, official Twitter, official TikTok. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Official website, by the way, and stay tuned for that.
Oh, really? Okay, coming soon. I guess you can sell your merchandise and that sort of thing on there. But Wade, it's always good to catch up. I'm sure we'll catch up
Of course.
in the new year, April, May time. But thanks so much for your
Yeah.
time. I'll put your channel link in the description. But where else can people find you at social media? Anything else you want to shout out?
Shout out Fred Talks Fighting, man. Goated channel, goated interviewer. As like I said, you were talking to Eddie Hearn. I thought I saw you were with Vidal. You were with Leon. The man cannot be stopped, man. If y'all need an interviewer, if y'all want an on-site event interviewer, DAZN, hire him. You know what I'm saying? Matchroom, hire him. Get this man a job, man. Shout out Fred Talks Fighting.
Well, thank you very much, Wade. I do appreciate that. So nice little promo you got there. I'm sure I'll make a clip of that. But we'll catch up soon then, Wade. Thanks for your time. It's always much appreciated.
Of course, brother. Of course.